Hi everyone, Jane here at Attrell Toyota here in Brampton, and right now you are looking at the brand new 2017 Tundra SR5 Crewmax with a TRD off-road package. Now this particular vehicle is in Alpine White, however it does come available in a variety of colors, which I will list in the description below. But what I'm going to do for you right now is give you a quick little walk around the exterior, show you as many features as I possibly can, and then I will bring you inside. Now keep in mind throughout this video that this is one of our demo vehicles, so there are a few additions that don't come stock on this vehicle, but I will point those out as we do go along. So starting at the front here, we have this beautiful chrome grille, which of course has this massive Toyota symbol in it, so that nobody mistakes what you're driving around. We also have projector-style halogen headlights, as well as integrated fog lights. We have a paint protection film, which is one of our additions to this demo that does not come stock, however, it of course is available. On the sides here, we have beautiful 18-inch wheels with all-season tires. Our running boards are an addition to the vehicle that do not come stock. We have our black door handles. We have your SR5 badge right there for you. Fuel cap will be on the driver's side of the vehicle. You have your TRD decals. On the rear here, we have your lift gate, which of course has Tundra stamped right into it. It is an easy lift and lower tailgate, which I will explain a bit more as I do the cargo section of the video. As an addition to this vehicle, we've added our chrome tipped exhaust, which has Toyota stamped into it as well. For our suspension, we have a live axle multi-leaf suspension with staggered outboard mounted Bilstein shock absorbers for the rear. And on the front here, we have independent coil springs, which are high mounted with a double wishbone and stabilizer bar, as well with your Bilstein shock absorber. So I'll see if I can get my hand in here. So that's your suspension for the front here. So as I'm sure you've gathered, this vehicle can actually go on like any terrain that you would like it to. It's built to be bad, but let's go inside. So just before I bring you inside of this gorgeous pickup, I'd just like to show you what your key fob is going to look like. So it will look something like this, and your key is a separate key there. Now, as an addition to this beautiful demo, we have added a remote starter, which is actually built right into your key fob. To give you a quick explanation as to how it works, is you just want to press that lock button once, twice, and on the third time you want to hold it, and that's what's going to start your vehicle. Now, to get inside, you are going to press that unlock button, which will unactivate the start. However, once you turn those keys, your car will be just as warm as how you left it. On our driver's side door here, we have our controls for your power windows as well as your power locks. We also have a couple spots for bottle storage as well as regular storage in your driver door. As an addition, we've added our door sill protectors, which of course say Tundra. Can't get enough of the flashy Tundra everywhere you go. Now we do have an 8-way power driver seat with lumbar support. Not only does this a great convenience feature, but it's also a great safety feature, especially when you want to adjust your seat when you're already on the road. Let's bring you completely inside here. And I'm gonna start up the truck again. Please forgive me, I know it's getting a little shaky while I'm getting my keys out. Alrighty. So on our left-hand side of our steering wheel, we have a bunch of controls. We have our side view mirror controls, which are very simple to use. Click it to the left side, use your arrows to adjust, do the same on the right, and once it's back in that center position, nothing will move. This is your interior light control. You either have the option of having it on all the time, on door mode, or you can turn it off. This here is our manual headlight leveling system. So if you are towing something that's super heavy and it's kind of pulling down the rear of your vehicle and you're scared that your headlights are going into everybody's eyes, you can actually adjust them to point where you would like them to keep yourself as well as other drivers safe on the road. This is your cargo light. It works the same as your interior light. You have on, you have door, or you have off. Now this is pretty awesome. This is our rear window, sorry. So I'm gonna turn my camera around here, and when I press that button, you will see that it's one solid piece of glass that goes up and down. So pretty cool rear window there. Nothing beats fresh air. Underneath that, you can pop your hood by pulling this lever. Your emergency brake or parking brake will be located on the floor for you. Now, on our steering wheel, we have tons of controls as well. They are mostly for audio visual, so you do have all of your arrows as well as your enter and your back button. We have our mode, our volume up, and our volume down. On the right hand side, these are all for your Bluetooth, so you have your pickup, your hang up, as well as your voice recognition, which works absolute wonders, by the way. And our display button is for your multi-information display. So right in the center of your dash there, as I click through it, you can just see all the different settings. And just underneath all of that, we have our cruise control. On the right hand side of our steering wheel, we have even more controls. Yes, there's tons of controls for the front of this Tundra, but they are just to make your life easier. We have our parking sonars, which sends out like a beeping sound, will increase of speed when you do get closer to an object. You have your traction control button, your tow haul mode, and we have our trailer brake output, which is built right into the vehicle for you. But enough about all the controls. Let's talk a little about entertainment. So in the center here, we do have a 7-inch touchscreen display. It does come integrated with AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, a CD player, a reverse camera, as well as the navigation system. So for the nav, just make sure it's on home. It only comes up half screen. The other half will show you what you're listening to. But if you want to open it up, just touch it one time. Everything is really up to date. And as I mentioned, the voice recognition works absolute wonders. So that's yet another wonderful safety tool, as it does keep your hands on the wheel as much as possible. Now I'm going to quickly throw it into reverse for you as well, so you can see how clear that picture is. You can see the dealership behind us there. Again, another great safety tool. Just underneath that screen, we have our air controls. So you do have your fan, your heat, as well as your directional. To the left of that, you have your drive settings. So we do have 2-wheel drive, 4 high and 4 low in this vehicle. So when I said that it was built to go on any terrain, I really meant it. Underneath that, we have our heated seat controls for both your front seats. We have 2 power outlets, as well as a USB input and an auxiliary input. So tons of choices for music, and you can charge your devices at the same time. We have 3 cup holders down in the center, so feel free to bring those big water bottles and have a coffee with you. Why not? We have an automatic transmission in this vehicle. However, you can flip it over to Tiptronic if you would prefer to do gear changes yourself. One great thing about having the Tiptronic is for when you're towing things around. I know sometimes the trucks or SUVs, whatever you are using to tow, will tend to jump gears. So this just gives you the power of changing them by yourself. For storage, we have a massive center console here, which does have my paperwork inside of it at the moment, but it also does have an organizational component on the front of it there. This is actually so big, in fact, that you could fit file folders in it. So if you are working at, say, an off-site construction field, you can bring all the paperwork that you would need. As for the seats are a beautiful black bucket seat. They are not only comfortable, they're also quite eye-catching, as they do have this patterning as well as kind of two-tone fabric going down them. So quite gorgeous and also very comfortable, especially when you have the heated seats turned on. Up top here, we have dual overhead illuminated vanity mirrors. We have an auto dimming rear view mirror, which does have an integrated compass as well as garage door openers. We have a sunglass holder here, which does have a cushy pad on the inside so that they don't get scratched. And these controls here are for, yes, you guessed it, we do have a moonroof in this vehicle as well. So there you have it, everyone. The front seat of the 2017 Tundra TRD Off-Road Crewmax. So bringing you into the rear seat of this beautiful pickup, I'd just like to show you the door before I bring you completely inside. And that is because it is absolutely massive. It's almost bigger than the front doors. And that is why we call this truck a Crewmax, because it literally has more space than you could imagine. Now, inside of our truck here, we also have contoured front seat backs. So there is a bit of a curve to this seat, and that just allows for a little more legroom from the back passengers to the seats in front of them. I doubt that you're gonna have someone who's over 7 feet sitting back here, but if you do know someone that tall, feel free to have them in the rear seat of your Crewmax Tundra. Now, we also have a seat back pocket in our passenger side seat. We have bottle holders as well as regular storage in both the doors. Of course, we have the ability of opening and closing your own windows. And if you only have 2 or 1 person back here, you can flip this center seat down, which gives you access to 2 cup holders as well as an armrest. If you have devices that need to charge, we have our very own power outlet located just there for you. So no need to run cords to the front of the vehicle any longer. You can keep everything nicely tucked away in the rear. But it doesn't stop there. If you fold these seats up, you have even more space if you want to store things, like toolboxes or something that you're afraid it might rain and you just don't want them in the bed of your truck. More than enough space to keep them back here. And one more pretty awesome feature is, I don't think I can do this very well one-handed, but I'll see what I can do. Well, there you go. These headrests fold down just like that. And what that's for is just to allow to have a little more visibility into the bed of your truck when you are on the road. So if you're carrying something super important, say you have a motorcycle or something tied down back there, you can keep your eyes on it and make sure that nothing is moving around. So there you have it, the rear seat of the Tundra TRD Off-Road Crewmax. Alrighty, so let's talk a little about cargo. As I mentioned earlier, we do have an easy lift and lower tailgate on this vehicle, and I will give you a quick explanation as to what that means. Just by pulling the handle and letting it fall, it actually has a hydraulic system that won't let it slam down. I know that tends to be a problem in pickup trucks, and sometimes you end up ruining these suspension cords. Well, we have solved that problem for you, my friends. In the interior of the bed here, we have added onto this truck a cargo mat. So it is a vinyl cargo mat so that nothing gets scratched. What does come stock, however, is our bed rail system. So I know you can see that cleat there. They're actually adjustable. You can move them wherever you would like around so that anything that you are tying down is safely secured. As another addition to this vehicle, we do have a hard folding tunnel cover. Now that does not come stock, however, they are absolutely phenomenal if you want to look into getting one for your beautiful truck. Very simple to use as well. There's just little pull tabs that fold them up, and it will continue to fold to expose the entire bed. Not only that, but we also have our permanent anchors on all four sides of the Tundra. So again, feel free to keep everything back here and it will be nicely secured down. Before I continue, we also have a 5 and 7 pin connector for trailers, as well as your hitch there for you. So everything is completely hooked up. Feel free to bring as much as you can around with this beautiful Tundra. Also, it does have a 1,500-pound payload. So as I said before, feel free to bring anything that you would like. Let's talk about the engine. Alrighty, so now that you've seen all the wonderful features that this vehicle has to offer, let's talk a little about power. Because with a truck this gorgeous, you definitely need an engine to match, and we have provided you with just that. Under the hood here, we are looking at a 5.7 liter I-Force V8 engine. It does have 32 valves as well as dual variable valve timing with intelligence. Now, not only does this provide you with that 1,500-pound payload, it also gives you up to 9,899 pounds of towing. So when I said it provides you with power, I really meant it. But the best part of it all is that it's actually quite fuel efficient as well. So you're looking at approximately 16.2 liters for 100 kilometers on the road. So there you have it, my friends. It was my absolute pleasure to introduce you to the brand new 2017 Tundra Crewmax SR5 with a TRD off-road package. Now, if you like what you're watching, go check out our YouTube channel because we have tons of videos of all the cars, trucks, and SUVs that we have here on the lot, plus some extras. Also, don't forget to press like, subscribe, and share them with your friends. Have a great one, guys.